Today, I'm going to explain a German sci-fi film called Hidden Reserves. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. In the near future, a dystopian society comes into existence in Vienna, Austria. 82% of the Viennese population live below the poverty line, and for only 1% of the population, prosperity and wealth continues to rise. Since more than 2/3 of the population is in serious debt with no sources to pay it, an insurance company creates a new system. After death, the indebted citizens are reanimated and kept in an artificial twilight state. Their lifeless body is used for several purposes as a compensation of the debt they had collected throughout their life. The dead body's mental and physical resources are used for purposes like storing spare human body parts or using their brains to store information. Most young women's corpses are often used as birthing machines. Only the people who have death insurance can avoid the fate of being used, even after death. However, the insurance is so expensive that only a few wealthy people can afford it. The protagonist of the movie is a man named Vincent Bowman. He is an insurance agent at the death insurance field sales. Vincent is one of the wealthy people who convinces the other wealthy ones to get death insurance from their company. In the beginning of the movie, he drives to work for an important meeting with a potential client. Somewhere else in the city, an old woman dies, but her family doesn't want to hand her body to the debt collectors. Hence, they put her in a vacuumed plastic body bag to ship her somewhere else. However, their plan fails when someone informs the soldiers about the dead woman, and they are arrested for their deeds. They bring the woman's body out of the bag and quickly start the resurrection process to keep her body in a vegetative state for future use. Back in the insurance company, Vincent practices persuading the client before the meeting. He plans to show the client the video of a woman being recruited, alongside the video of a normal funeral that will be provided to the people with death insurance. According to him, the side-by-side comparison will definitely get him a deal. Somewhere else, a girl named Lisa Sokolova wears a blonde wig and disguises herself as someone else. She is an activist who works against the current debt-collecting system, along with her fellow activists who have formed a group called the Parallel Society. Their main aim is to turn off the life support camps, where the reserved dead bodies are kept with an attack, but they still have a long way to go to achieve their goal. The men who got arrested yesterday for trying to conduct the old woman's funeral are also members of their group. Lisa and her associate, Fry, discuss the way to get them out of imprisonment so they wouldn't tell the police about their organization. Fry claims that there is no way to retrieve them without a proper ID that they do not own. But Lisa has connections she can talk to and arrange the IDs in a single day. At night, she goes to a party to meet her source named Philip, who hands her a level 2 identification card. Philip is also an insurance sales worker who sells secret information for money. Lisa demands a level 3 card because the mission requires them to gain access to the secret offices. Philip hesitates, but agrees to get the card in 2 days. Vincent has a unique way of persuading potential clients. He researches every aspect of their lives before the meeting and uses them to convince the clients. In other words, this is yet another movie about a stalker. This time, he has memorized an old lady's favorite song and her fears. He is currently dancing with her to the song while telling her about the possible risks if she doesn't get death insurance. His psychotic plan works, and he closes the deal. He meets his colleague, Dietrich, the next day at work. The old lady was actually Dietrich's client, who he couldn't persuade. He asks Vincent to take yet another one of his clients, Vladimir Sokulo, because he is impossible to persuade. Vladimir is Lisa's wealthy father. Meanwhile, Lisa and the parallel community are trying to figure out the ways they can attack the geriatric ward, where all the dead people are kept. They plan to destroy it and let the revived dead bodies die in peace. Vincent's boss, Diana Dorn, and the company board interview him for a potential promotion. He is asked to make Lisa's father, Vladimir, get death insurance if he wants to be promoted. When he returns to work the next morning, he notices that his friend Dietrich has been replaced by Philip. Since Dietrich couldn't make most sales, it doesn't surprise Vincent. At the club, Lisa and Fry wait for Philip to arrive with the identification cards, but he never does. She goes to check in his house, but it turns out that after Philip was promoted, his old apartment went to Dietrich and his wife. Lisa and Fry believe that Philip might have sold them out to the insurance company. Lisa is relieved because she hadn't told Philip about their plan to attack the geriatric ward. She sees Dietrich leaving his house and follows him to the market. He goes to the insurance company office and transfers his death insurance to his unborn child. Following that, he walks to a bridge and commits suicide. He has